Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Today I want to talk to you about 5 different ways to cinch deck boards together when you're laying a deck. And some of them are leverage tools and a couple other are just old techniques that I've had over the years. So if you like what you see today or learn a little bit, please click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified every time we're putting out fresh content. And if you want to learn how to bend deck boards, don't forget to go visit Dr. Deck's Masterclass. Learn how to bend decking. All right. So the first one tool that I have for you, it compresses and it can spread as well, depending on what you need it to do. It's an Irwin Quick Grip. All right. And these are clamps you can buy at Lowe's hardware store and various other online locations. The thing that makes them unique is that they have an adapter kit. I think it's called a deck adapter kit or a deck kit or something like that. Now these are the Irwin heavy duty clamps. I don't like their lesser version, the less expensive versions. I don't deal with that. So I actually had to make an edit to these clamps to get these to fit. I just took a grinder and I had to grind out a little bit right here where this clamp was going to slide on. It just was, these wouldn't fit. So after I did that, they slid right on, and I've been using them for about 2 years now like this. And how it works is you figure out whatever boards you need to cinch, and you put the two parts, the two tabs on the outsides of the deck boards you want to cinch. Then you just pull on the clamp, and then it's nice and snug. And we use a lot of spacers. All right, so whatever spacer you decide to use, you can put those in, and then this cinches the boards tight. And I can do up to 5 deck boards at the same time. So that's a really cool feature. That's what we like to do right now. Also, while using these clamps, if I need to give myself a little push or a little pull, I can remove the spacers and add shims and either give it a fatter fit or a thinner fit, just depending on what we need. So that's one way to clamp up deck boards. And that's probably our most commonly used one. That's the one we use the most. This is our second most used one. And before I had these Irwin clamps, this is made by Stanley. I don't remember the exact term, but it's a cinching tool. And it only pulls in. It doesn't spread like the other clamp will. But what you do, now we have a waterproof bladder on this deck, so this won't fit quite as well over this joist as it would if it was just a joist without any bladder or tape on it or anything like that. And what you do is you create a tension against the board here with this, and then this part cinches against the joist, and then when you push down on the lever, it actually grabs here and then pushes the board in. And it does the same thing. It keeps everything locked together nice and tight. Usually once you get a fastener in the end, then it cinches tight and then you're good to go. I think you can get those on Amazon. Another pretty cool tool, this one's called a Hardwood Wrench. And it basically has a couple different pins, and you can take these pins off and put them in a wider hole. So if you want to cinch over a piece of 4x instead of a piece of 2x, you can do that as well. And that's why I have this one, because it'll fit over certain types of framing that maybe this one won't. All right, so the Hardwood Wrench, same concept, goes over your joist or your beam, and then it has a kind of a cam action lever here. So when you do cinch this tight, and I'm not gonna do it super tight because I don't wanna ruin my bladder, but you can cinch it tight and then it stays. So that one locks into place, so you don't have to sit there and hold it while you're working on cinching your deck boards. So it's kind of a neat tool. We don't use them quite as often, but they do come in handy, especially when you're trying to do something where you are by yourself, like I am today, or just simply need a third hand. They work really good for that. So the fourth tool I had was called a bow wrench, but somebody took it out of our trailer and it's no longer in my stock. And it's probably at my shop instead of where it should be in the trailer. So I have 2 more techniques for you. I call this number 4. It's the good old hammer and chisel method. And again, not gonna demonstrate this. I think you get the idea. If you don't, DM me and I'll explain again. So basically, if you didn't have a bladder, you'd put your chisel in right here, right against the deck board, right against the joist, and then you pound on the chisel to get it to go into the joist. So yes, you actually are denting or compromising the corner of the joist. And then you pull back on the chisel and it'll give you a proper cinch that you need to straighten out your deck boards. It's a little more abusive, of course. It's old school. I did this when I was 20 years old back in the day until I had all these fancy tools. And then probably... Did a bird just drop something on the... Huh. All right, so the last technique I have for you is something that you would always have on you no matter what. And that's the foot method. So what you do is you take your foot, you go like this, and then hopefully it's tight enough, and then hopefully the boards are right, and then you put your screws in. It doesn't work very well, and I don't recommend it, but I've seen a million people do it, and guess what? I've done it as well. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. If you don't have the right tool, you use your foot, okay? All right, guys, so that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified every time we're putting out fresh content. And really, if you want to learn how to bend decking, go visit Dr. Deck's Masterclass, sign up, and learn to become a master heat bender like me. Thank you very much. Have a great day.